Welcome back to Religion in the News. My guest today is Teresa Welch. She is the owner of Go Fish Clothing and Jewelry Company. Welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, you have a retail shop.
Yes.
That is actually located in Circle Center Mall.
Correct.
It's entitled Go Fish, and it's a jewelry and a clothing store. Tell us a little bit about the actual shop itself and some of the items that one could find in Go Fish.
Okay. Well, Go Fish Clothing and Jewelry, what they do is they go into developing areas and buy directly from families who are making the products. We go into Indonesia, Peru, Mexico, Thailand, and then we also have a small percentage of products that we get from vendors that are like jewelry and things that are stamped like with Christian scriptures and things like that. We have a t-shirt line that is exclusive to us, that is all the logos and things that are on there are designed by the founder of Go Fish and other people, store owners and people that have made suggestions and that type of thing, and they're basically all scripturally based.
Wow, so these are, I don't want to use the word handmade items, but they're, I guess, customized items.
Well,
for the most part.
the majority of everything in the store is handmade, including our clothing. The exception would be things like the shoes and those types of bracelets and those things that we get from the vendor. So a very small percentage is not, but the majority is handmade. We have hand-carved giraffes and birds and cats and dogs, metal works that are made by people in villages in Indonesia, and hand-painted items. It's, you know, unique items.
Now, Go Fish is a franchise.
Yes, it is.
And you may or may not know this. Do you know approximately how many shops there are
There's
around?
12.
Okay.
12.
So
Majority are located throughout the southeast of the United States, so Florida and Georgia. There is one in Cape May, Chattanooga, Tennessee, and then we are, what I like to say, we're holding down the Midwest and the Great North.
You're the Midwest branch here.
The Midwest.
How did you personally get involved with the Go Fish?
My husband and I wanted to start a business, and we have been always very involved with mission work because he grew up as a missionary kid in Liberia, West Africa, and so we've always been very involved with that, and it was kind of like an opportunity to have a business and do mission work at the same time, so it was kind of a win-win.
Now, that's interesting you had mentioned missions because the original founder, I guess that's part of what he's big on, is missions for Go Fish. Talk to us about
Kurt
that.
Coleman, who is the founder of Go Fish, basically Go Fish started as a result of a mission trip into Peru in 1987, and saw an opportunity to help those who are making these products and, you know, buying from them and giving them somewhere to sell it. Because a lot of the things, if you think about it, if you go into a place in, you know, an area that has villages and places, who are they going to sell to?
Sure.
You know,
sure.
everybody, you know, all their families and people, they learn that is their level of college. They learn their skills from their uncles and their aunts and their grandparents and parents, to, you know, and that is basically their, you know, education and their, you know, way to provide for their families.
Okay, and that ties into the missions by supplying or patronizing those vendors.
Basically providing them somewhere to sell their
Absolutely.
product, which enables Go Fish to build a relationship with them, which makes it more effective to minister and to present the gospel into those areas.
Absolutely. Now, how long has Go Fish as an organization been around?
Since 1987.
Okay, so it's been here for a little while. Now, you personally, you're located in Circle Center Mall.
Circle Center Mall.
And you're going to be moving to the 3rd floor here real soon.
Next week, yes.
Next week, okay.
Yes.
Now, somebody was to actually enter into your shop. Walk us through. I want a visual of what your store looks like and what they expect to see. And
well, when you come in, the first thing you'd be greeted with is a table of handmade goods. I mean, we have on that table basically clay products that are made in Mexico, and they are unique and they are fairly priced. And then along the wall you have boards of handmade jewelry, which earrings and necklaces and all different shades and colors and variety of things. And then our clothing we get from a lady in Indonesia, and she's been working with Go Fish probably 15 plus years. And basically she has provided areas and adopted girls and things, and have taught them and provided them medical care, and, you know, taught them that there are, you know, other ways to make a living than, you know, unfortunately the trades that are there.
how fun. Now, of course, you're in the mall, so you're restricted, or not restricted, but you're based on mall hours. But what are your store hours?
We are open whenever the mall is open. We are open. So basically, Monday through Saturday it is 10 to 9. Sunday is 12 to 6.
Now, will that change with the upcoming Christmas holiday?
Yeah, the mall extends their hours actually kind of like those weeks prior to Christmas, a couple hours on each end. So.
Now, you had mentioned, as far as you and your husband personally, you always wanted a business, and you get the best of both worlds. You get a business, and you get a chance to help missions, and it's really like a ministry for you.
Well, we had a workup, a paper write-up from the Indianapolis Star on us when we first opened about 6 years ago in Greenwood Mall. And I like to say he called us Mission in a Mall. And I've always liked that because it is, we reach out to a lot of people. We have people that come in, we pray with them in the store, whatever. We have free Bibles that we give away. It's, we don't, try to, beat anyone with anything, but
Absolutely.
if they, they come in and they ask, absolutely, we're going to, minister as best as we can. And that goes across the board for all my staff.
Wow. Thinking of your staff, talk to us about your staff and how many staff members do you have? And
Well, it's small. We have 6.
Okay. Well.
So, and I work in the store pretty much, 7 days a week. And basically my staff members, my daughter works there as well. And then actually all the other ladies that work for me, I consider them my daughters too. So, and it's ministering to them as well as,
That's
customers.
excellent.
So.
Now, in closing, what's it been like with the other stores and mall personnel? How have you been received in the mall?
Oh, they're excellent. I mean, everyone that comes in loves us. They love our concept. They love our products. People love what we're doing. I mean, if you purchase an item, I have a little card usually that will go with that item so that you know who made it, and then you know kind of like who you're kind of helping, and a little bit more personal touch to that.
Absolutely. Well, Teresa, thank you so much for being our guest this morning on Religion in the
pleasure.
News.
Thank you.
I'll make sure we put up your contact information so our viewers will be able to go and patronize the Go Fish retail shop there at Circle Center Mall.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Only 48 days left in the countdown to the Church Federation 2010 Centennial Celebration, which begins January 2010 and marks the 100-year milestone of the organization. For information on the events and activities, visit indyfaith.org. Thanks for joining us.
That's it for today's Religion in the News. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to tune in next week for another exciting episode of Religion in the News. You can share your upcoming event on our calendar by sending it to us at least 2 weeks in advance to the Wish TV address on the screen, or email us your event and prayer request at religion@wishtv.com. You can also check us out on Facebook under Religion in the News. Check out our guest information and our calendar events this week by visiting wishtv.com, click on Community, and then on Religion in the News. Also visit the Church Federation of Greater Indianapolis' website at indyfaith.org. Here's our calendar. Have a great week.